And a good afternoon to you from Brookland Casey High School here in Casey, South Carolina. 86 degree, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy kind of a day. Welcome to your Labor Day weekend, everybody, and happy Labor Day weekend to you. It's time for Minutemen football here on YouTube as they take on Brevard's JV team. The Tornadoes are opening their season today against Palmetto Prep. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke here with you. Folks, it's been a day just to get to this point right now. So a couple of things to talk about here. We have had all kinds of internet problems. The internet, it could go out during the game. If it goes out, we'll get it up going as quick as we can. We got a backup plan ready to go. So keep that in mind, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be good to go. Now, Brevard won the coin toss. They did defer, so they will kick it off, and Palmetto Prep, as they have for the last 2 weeks now, will possess first. Brevard's ready to go. Palmetto Prep hasn't taken the field yet. Brennan Kafori is the kicker for Brevard. This is Brevard's JV team, Brevard College from Northwestern North Carolina, a Division II school, and a varsity team, a regular football team for the Tornadoes, expected to do big things in their conference. So we'll see what this JV squad has in store for us here today. Back to receive for Palmetto Prep is the usual, Zayden Wells, Justin Poe, and Trey McGahee as the kick is away. And we have some football to play now here from Brookland Casey. It's taken by McGahee, who tries to take it to the left side, now cuts it back ahead for a few more yards. So about the 33 or 34 yard line is where Palmetto Prep will take over. Starting today at quarterback, it's Nick Richardson getting the nod, Damian Littleton the running back, Darius Naylor the tight end. It's Will Hawkins, R.J. McDonald, and Raheem Diarra-Suba the receivers. At left tackle, Jaquette Lester. Left guard is Xavier Lloyd. Center, Joe Lentine. Right guard, Mark Bothers, and the right tackle is John Daniels. I think, Reed, I did all of that without taking a breath once. So here we go, 1st and 10 now for the Minutemen. Coming in at 1-1, losing badly last week to Myrtle Beach Collegiate, 47-16. Hoping for a better result. Handoff goes to Littleton, and Littleton gets stood up after a gain of a couple. So we bring in Reed Radke now, and Reed, turnovers the big story last week, and that's really the key to things today.
Yeah, this is going to be a big challenge to see if we can improve some of the turnovers and the penalties that we've had over the past 2 weeks. We're really going to need to do something to change that pattern today. If not, they're going to be in trouble.
2nd down and 7, we'll call it. Pitch now goes to Littleton, who tries to get to the outside and stays on his feet going out of bounds about a yard shy of the 1st down.
And they shuffled that pile all the way over there, and it looks like they're going to be about a foot short of a 1st down. But some pretty good movement by the offensive line.
2nd down and 7, we'll call it. Pitch now goes to Littleton,
strung
who
him
tries to
out
get to the outside.
right down the line of scrimmage.
Well, they gave it to him. I have noticed in the couple of years that I've been here, Reed, that the linesmen are a little liberal when it comes to that inches thing. There's never really been a 3rd and inches. Trouble already here on this 2nd series for the Minutemen. Nick Richardson falling on the football there.
It didn't look like he got his hands around that. He was too busy thinking about stuffing it into the running back's gut and never really got his eyes or his hands around that football. That's going to be dangerous. That's what we've seen in the past couple of weeks.
Trouble already here.
Center to quarterback exchange has not been there.
Naylor comes to the left. Darrell Taylor in at wide receiver, slotted to the far side of your screen on 2nd down and 15. Pass is complete to Naylor, and Naylor is going to lose another yard, so it'll be 3rd and 16 now for the Minutemen.
Yeah, there just was nothing there. The defense read that all day long, and the defensive back was right there to give them a loss of 2 on that play. From the 37-yard line.
We've got some of those. Go ahead, Reed.
So now what we're back into is that 3rd and long where we've been over the past couple of weeks, and you're looking at a long pass play, which the defense could really grind their feet in.
On this 3rd and 16, it's going to be an out. Pass is complete at about the original line of scrimmage to William Hawkins. That'll bring up 4th down, another good spot, 4th down and 9. Here comes the punting unit for Palmetto Prep.
And Chris, he had 2 guys deep beyond the 50 that were somewhat wide open. And he went short for the quick gain, and he just might not have read those 2 receivers that were wide open, would have given him the 1st down.
Well, there's a number 7 back to return for Brevard, and we don't have a number 7 on our roster. So this mystery man will let it bounce. It takes a Palmetto Prep bounce. He picks it up and gets out of bounds after a gain of a couple. So a 1st down, and then trouble on the next series for Palmetto Prep. Now the defense will take over against this Brevard JV team. On the front line for the Minutemen, Prince Elliott, Bryce Buckingham, Brian Edwards. The linebackers are Craig Joyner, Tyler Lassiter, Hunter Scott, and Nick Wright. Xavion Wells, Cameron Brown, Ethan Burrell-Gonzalez, and Trey McGahee all in the backfield for the Minutemen here this afternoon. Those are the starters. Of course, we'll see just about everybody. Logan Hackett is going to be the starting quarterback for Brevard, and he's a interesting story. Good player from down in Florida. We'll tell you about him here in just a moment. It's a long list of quarterbacks on this JV roster for the Tornadoes. Going to hand it off on 1st down, and nothing doing on that run. It was Brian Hartzell, the running back.
They were ready for that one, Chris. There was actually nowhere to go there. The nose tackle pretty much closed that gap and took him down. Number 28 in Albury.
Tyler Lassiter was there. So Logan Hackett, Lake Gibson High School, 3-year varsity player, almost 6,000 yards passing, 57% completion rate, 64 touchdowns. Also rushed for 308 yards. Play action now for Hackett, who rolls to the far side and bounces the pass. That was intended for Jalen Brown.
Great pursuit by the defense on the quarterback. Really didn't allow him to get his footing, to make a throw, and he threw that ball into the ground behind the receiver. So a good series there to see if the defense can keep up that momentum.
Third down and 11 for the Tornadoes. Hartzell, I believe, remains the running back. 2 receivers to each side for Brevard. Pass is caught. It's going to be a short gain again. It's Jalen Brown who gets out of bounds, and punting time for the Tornadoes. So it's a gain of 5, they say. So nice 3-and-out there. Xavion Wells will return the kick. Brennan Kafori, excuse me. Wells, it hit one of the up men. Now Wells was trying to tell him to get out of the way. It was Ethan Burrell-Gonzalez, hit him in the back. Xavion Wells was yelling at him to get out of the way, didn't hear him, and fortunately, again, for Palmetto Prep, they escaped that issue.
Yeah, that could have been really bad if it had bounced to the left back into the field of play. There was a whole bunch of blue shirts there that could have jumped him, so it benefited them by scooting out of bounds. They dodged the bullet on that one.
I started talking a little bit about the weather. It's not really supposed to be anything major. Could see some showers, but when you're a team that's turnover prone, like Palmetto Prep, the last thing you want is a wet football, so don't hit me in the broadcast. Wes Dorton facing a lawsuit after today's game as Nick Richardson is back in here at first down and 10 from the 33 yard line. So Richardson, quick pass is caught. Couple of nice moves getting close to that first down marker. And good gain there on first down, Reed, by number 80, and that's R.J. McDonald.
Yeah, he had some nice footwork on that. That was all receiver there. Dodging, juking and jiving inside to make that extra 8 yards and caught that ball. So
quick passes.
Looks like he was going to get hit right away.
Couple of nice moves getting close to that first down marker. So second down and 1 now for Palmetto Prep. 9:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Richardson again looking to throw, and this time a little bit off the mark again, intended for R.J. McDonald.
Looked like he might have thrown that ball too hard and too far down, where the receiver had to kind of scoop down. He just couldn't get his hands wrapped around it. So now we're down to that third down again.
This one, though, 3rd and 1, so much more manageable than the last series. As you see everybody bunched towards the middle, it's going to be a handoff. Damian Littleton's got the first down as he gets it out to the 46-yard line.
That was a good, nice run right up the middle. North-south runner with Damian Littleton, and he does a good job.
As we take another look at that 3rd down and short. Palmetto Prep moving the chains. There's that north-south that Reed was telling you about. So a few showers maybe today, but nothing severe expected. So far we've had pretty good weather here all day today. Handoff again, and Littleton, they were waiting for him this time. Give him a good spot, but it's going to be a loss of 1. Big guys up front. Trayvon Robinson and others were there to get some penetration on that offensive line, Reed.
There was not much there. They collapsed that offensive line on him.
Richardson now 2nd and 11. Good pass and catch over the middle at the 40. It's Will Hawkins to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Palmetto Prep. Will Hawkins. A 54-yarder for Will Hawkins. So Minutemen are on the board. 8:07 left to go. Reed 6-zip.
Very nice pass and catch and run on that. Threw it over to the left side of the field on the hash mark. And receiver scooted all the way to the opposite side of the field and outran the defense. So well played on that pass play there.
Let's see if we got the catch, and then Will Hawkins motoring it over on that far side. Now, Palmetto Prep going to go for 2, and there's a flag down. So we'll see what the flag is. It's going on Palmetto Prep. So they'll try for the 2-pointer at the 7-yard line instead of the 2. Go back and take another look at the catch and then the run. And now we got a timeout. Okay, let's take a break. Palmetto Prep's on the board first. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. So after the penalty and then a timeout, Palmetto Prep leading at 6-0, but this 2-pointer has taken a bit of work. Nick Richardson back in the shotgun with 3 receivers now over on the far side. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be with you. Hopefully you're enjoying your Labor Day holiday. Richardson now directing traffic. Throwing it over the middle, and that will be picked off. That can be returned. It was intercepted by Seth Robinson, and he comes up short.
Richardson's pass is intercepted by number 48, Seth Robinson. Darius Naylor on the tackle. 2-point conversion attempt is no good, but there is a flag down on the play.
The touchdown run was about 4.5 seconds. This 2-point conversion is going on 6 minutes now. So the penalty is on. No, they're offsetting penalties. So I think we're gonna do it again. Third time might be the charm for this 2-point try for Palmetto Prep. If you're just joining us, 8:07 left to go here in this opening quarter. Nick Richardson to Will Hawkins for 54 yards, and it'll be another 2-point try. We're having a little trouble with Reed's audio, folks, so we're going to get through this 2-pointer, and then we're going to take another break, and we're going to try to get that fixed. Handoff goes to Littleton. Littleton staying on his feet, but I think he's going to come up a couple yards shy. All right, let's take another break. 6-zip in favor of Palmetto Prep. We'll have the kickoff in just a moment.
Excellent.
I didn't say Simon Says.
Welcome back, everybody. So I think we got Reed back. Reed, say hi to the folks for us.
Hey, can you hear me?
All right, there we go. We got Reed back. So 31-yard line is where Brevard will take over after that touchdown pass by Palmetto Prep. 3 and out on the first possession here in this series for the Tornadoes. So we'll see what the second series has in store for Logan Hackett and company. Handoff goes to Brian Hartzell again, the running back who does not gain anything, it doesn't look like.
That was great pursuit by the Minutemen there, really closing up that hole. Just as soon as it had opened, they filled it up, and there was nowhere to go for that running back.
Hartzell, 3-year varsity player at West Stanley High School in North Carolina. Just 16 games, though. 1,379 yards. So he didn't play a lot, but he was really productive when he did get a chance. He's got a 3-yard gain this time. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. He averaged 6.8 yards, had 10 touchdowns. Again, just 16 varsity games. Now, some of this, folks, for those of you who just joined us, I pull these statistics off of Max Preps, and they're not always the most accurate. So there might be a few things missing, but what I could tell you is he has been productive, or at least in his high school career. This Brevard JV team, it's not a post-grad team, but there are a lot of freshmen and sophomores. It's primarily freshmen on the roster. 3rd down and 7 now for Hackett as he looks to throw.
Oh.
Facing some pressure, gets to the outside. Flag is down as he lofts it up. He's got a guy open. Did he hit him? They say the catch is good. Jalen Brown, no, it bounced.
No good.
So it bounced, but let's check the flag, Reed.
Yeah. You know, without that penalty flag, that receiver was all by himself, 15 yards, nobody else near him. So I don't know how he snuck out that way, but he was free to catch that ball if it had been on the mark. But it's all for naught. It looks like the penalty is on Brevard.
So another 3 and out, though. Pretty good start to the defensive day for Palmetto Prep.
Yeah, they look good. They look sharp. They look like they listened to the coach this week, and they're ready to go.
Therefore, it's 4th down and 8 for Brevard. I think Zay knows they're spotted at the 34-yard line. I mean, we're in the cover 3. There you go.
So here comes the punting unit again, Brennan Kafori. Xavion Wells is going to go back at about his 35. Late sub Tyler Lassiter trying to get on the field. Now he checks back out.
Number 41, Joe Powell, back to punt for Brevard.
No correction, that's Joe Powell. Local product from Brevard High School as they get a late sub in of their own. Here comes the rush. Almost got to it, but Powell gets the punt away, and it bounces at the 45-yard line. Did that hit a Palmetto Prep player? Doesn't look like it. Just in case, though, had to make sure. So Palmetto Prep will go back on offense, leading it now 6-0, Reed.
You know, these punt returns for Palmetto Prep, they almost need to have eyes on the top of their head because that ball almost hit another player again, and they're just too close to the ball. Once they kicks that ball, they need to get into a formation of a punt return instead of running down there to try to scoop the ball up.
Here's Lucas Lenhoff at quarterback now for the Minutemen. Lenhoff had the lone touchdown pass, one of only 2 touchdowns for the Minutemen in the loss last week. Christian Dewar in at running back. It's going to be a handoff to one of the receivers. That's going to be Darrell Taylor with a nice gain on the reverse out to the 44-yard line of Brevard, Reed.
Yeah, that was a very nice run. Great containment of keeping that defensive end inside. Good job by the offensive line blocking and really that tackle on the left end to block off and contain that end. Very well run play there.
So a first down for Palmetto Prep, looking much better here in this first quarter. 5:49 left to go. Here's Dewar's first run. Gets it to the 40. Inside the 40, he's down around the 38. Tackle on the play. Number 12. I don't have a number 12. Brody Gilreath on that tackle. Call it a gain of 7, second down and a long 3 for Palmetto Prep. Will Hawkins, the lone receiver near us. Handoff again to Dewar, and Dewar makes something out of nothing there, Reed.
Yeah, he had help from the Brevard linebacker to kind of pull him forward by 2 more yards, but really kind of almost looked like a broken play on that one.
Take another look at that one. Yeah, I don't have a number 8 on my roster, so.
He got a little shaken up on that. Hit his knee or so. Damian Littleton came back into the game.
On this third down and now 3. Handoff goes to Littleton, straight ahead. You know it. Keeps those feet moving for another first down.
Like I said, that's the north-south runner, and that's how you got to continue to do it. Instead of running completely outside, just run it up right up the middle.
At the 33-yard line, Palmetto Prep on the move once again, looking good here in this opening quarter. Lucas Lenhoff busted play. He's not normally a runner, but he takes off and makes something out of nothing as he gets a 2-yard pickup to the 31.
Yeah, he's talking to Littleton right now. They goofed up on that play because he went to hand the ball and there was nobody there. So good cover by Lenhoff as he talks to his running back to remind him of what play that is. And really to save it from really getting any worse.
3:40 left to go here in the opening quarter. Palmetto Prep 6, Brevard nothing. Second down and 8. Lenhoff, a bomb, and that's going to be caught by Daryl Taylor. Touchdown, Palmetto Prep.
What a sweet throw. That thing was a laser right to the receiver as he broke in for that square, and boy, what a nice, pretty pass.
A 31-yarder. Lucas Lenhoff to Daryl Taylor, 12-0 Palmetto Prep.
And he just dropped back and fired that ball straight like a laser. I mean, very confident throw because the receiver had yet to break to turn in, and that ball was already there as he turned in.
So here we go again for the 2-point conversion try. A little Chip Kelly look here on the 2-point. Lenhoff with just the single center as the snapper. Now going in motion is R.J. McDonald. Lenhoff rolls to the right side. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go out of the end zone, incomplete. But Palmetto Prep, 2 touchdown passes. They lead at 12-0. We'll be back here in just a moment. There is a look at the upcoming schedule. So 2 conference games at home in September. We have one on 9/11 and then 2 weeks off as that's the replay. We're going to get back to live action here. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be with you as Caden Taylor kicks it off, and Brevard, will have it at their own 32-yard line. So let's go back to the schedule here just for a moment. Again, all of these are 2 p.m. games. So September 11th, Georgia Prep, and then a bye week for Palmetto Prep, and then on the 25th, Birmingham Sports Academy comes here. All 2 p.m. games there on your schedule. The lone games that we won't stream for you start to get into October, so we'll be at Brevard for the rematch of this one, and then Fork Union at home, and then when Palmetto Prep goes on the road for their 2 conference games, those will be the ones that we won't have for you. First and 10 for Logan Hackett, who will run with it. We mentioned he can run past the 40 out to the 41-yard line. Good gain of 8 on first down.
Yeah, he dropped his helmet and he was ready to deliver a blow to the defensive back there. Just 2 yards shy of that. Pretty good run for a quarterback. Looked like he was ready to continue to plow his way forward.
Three receivers bunched on that far side. Again, Hackett looking to throw. Pass is complete. It'll be a 1-yard gain, but flag is down, Reed.
Yeah, he's holding. The defensive lineman just causing all sorts of havoc. And the offense had no other choice but just to kind of pull him down on that, and that's going to be on Brevard. So good job by the defense there on that play, just to continue to pressure his way forward. I don't see 49 on the roster.
Yeah, good luck, man. I've got their roster pulled up here on the computer, their varsity roster, because it's clear that they have brought a lot of varsity players that we weren't anticipating. It's so.
Who's our 49?
It'll be 2nd down and 12 for Brevard after the penalty. .218 and counting here in the opening quarter. Hackett again looking to throw. He's getting some good time, but that pass is intercepted.
What a wonderful pass.
Taken away by Trey McGahee, who stays on his feet. Now they're going to blow it dead, Reed.
That was a one-handed snatch while he had his other hand kind of being pulled down by the receiver, and he just grabbed that, and what a wonderful catch that was.
Check this out again. As you can see, Trey McGahee. Beautiful interception. Yeah, he kind of fell down there at the 42, so that's where Palmetto Prep will take over. But, boy, has McGahee played well defensively this season so far. Now 2+ games for Palmetto Prep.
That was a highlight film there for him. Oh, well, it's...
They called a roughing the passer. So forget what we just saw, folks. It's good for film, Trey. Use it, buddy.
It's a great play, but again, some of those shenanigans hits the defense again, and they got to get over these penalties.
Deshaun Curtis is checked in as receiver. Jordan Roel goes out. So that moves it all the way to the 46. And Brevard with life again. Under center now. And Logan Hackett, did he hang on to the football? I don't think so. Looks like Palmetto Prep might have come up with it. Justin Poe takes it away. Well, I got to look at that one again, Reed.
That was Prince Elliott with that dramatic play. As that handoff happened, he was right there to take that ball. That was fantastic. It was almost like he was involved in the play.
As you take a look at the replay, you see it there. So, back-to-back turnovers for Brevard. This one's going to stick, and now Palmetto Prep Reed takes over in great field position here.
Just a dynamite play by the defensive lineman there, Prince Elliott, to break through that line and actually tackle the running back as he was getting the handoff. And running back couldn't hold on to the ball and bobbled it, and Palmetto Prep recovered.
The first down marker's at the 43. They have the ball spotted at the 42. Palmetto Prep's going to call for time. Minute 40 left to go here in this opening quarter. All Minutemen here at the start. They lead at 12-zip. First down and 10 for the Minutemen. They lead at 12-zip. Lucas Lenhoff remains the quarterback, and it looks like that's Littleton at running back, and before the snap, flags are down.
And I'm going to assume that's a legal motion by the Minutemen. It'll back them up. It's not how you want to start a series, Chris.
So from 1st and 10 now to 1st and 15. Brevard played, their varsity team played shorter yesterday and lost 45-6. That was at home. They've got a new field there. They played at the high school for a long time. First down throw is complete at the 43-yard line. Raheem Diarra-Suba staying on his feet, getting a few more yards to the 40. So the penalty yards negated, plus a couple more. Second down and 8 for the Minutemen as we take another look at Raheem keeping his feet moving here on the instant replay.
A little bit more manageable now as they get the second down.
Nice job there by Raheem evading that first tackler. 2nd and 8 now. Lenhoff, pass caught on the near side again, this time Aaron McLeod. And we'll see where they spot him. He's right at the first down marker, and he's got the first down to the 31.
Two good outside passes and leaving it to the receiver to use their feet to squeeze out those yards. I mean,
well, we've only seen Nick Richardson for one series, Lucas Lenhoff now for his third series, but these quarterbacks are starting to look how the coaches told us at the beginning of the year they were going to look. They look real sharp today, both Richardson and Lenhoff with a touchdown throw, moving the football very well. So on the 31 again, Lenhoff going to pitch it to Littleton. Littleton, good gain on first down. He's down around the 25-yard line.
And Littleton bobbled that ball initially when it got in his hands, but he was able to focus and concentrate and get that ball tucked away to pick up a good chunk of yards.
First quarter is going to come to an end as we take another look at that run by Littleton. You saw the bobble there. So 1 quarter in the books, 12-zip Palmetto Prep. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment.
The whistle for... There we go.
Second quarter, Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be with you. Happy Labor Day, folks. I hope you're working half as hard or not at all as we're working here for you. 12-0 in favor of Palmetto Prep. You're telling me I could have had 20 more seconds? Do you understand what 20 seconds can do on a day like this?
I guess the ref just wanted to talk to each other.
Thanks, guys. I could have used that time.
And here we go.
All right, Lucas Lenhoff moving the football yet again. He's got one touchdown pass to Darrell Taylor of 31 yards. Nick Richardson also a touchdown. Now they're going to run it. Christian Dewar back in at running back. Gains a few, close to the first down marker. It looks like a yard shy there, Reed.
Yeah, it was that hole closed pretty quickly on them as they're just trying to put it right up the middle.
Credit Devon Taylor, Winston-Salem, North Carolina linebacker, for making that pop. So 3rd down and 1 now for the Minutemen. Littleton back in. Littleton first down. Here comes the bus moving again. Down to the 15-yard line. I've been resisting calling him the bus because of Jerome Bettis, but he reminds me so much of Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. He just lowers his head and just keeps his legs moving and pushing that pile.
They mentioned it. I think it was Wes Dorton who mentioned it to me off the air during the first week about his, what was it, his, I can't think of the name, his legs, his muscles.
Earl Campbell.
Yeah, Earl Campbell. Lucas Lenhoff looking to throw. Diarra Suba catches it at the 10-yard line and goes out of bounds. But his not his calves. We were talking about his upper body, his legs. What's the term for that? You are no help. Quads. Thank you. The quads. Oh man. Lenhoff, 2nd down and 5. Directing traffic, lobs it in the end zone. Diarra Suba catches it for the touchdown.
We're kind of executing for some reason.
18-zip, Palmetto Prep.
Yep. And Lenhoff with that play, he just threw it where the defense couldn't get it. Threw it up high and to the outside, and only the receiver could grab it, and he got his feet in, did the kind of the 1-2 step, and we got another 6 on the board. But again, folks, without the kicker, they're going to go for the two-point play here. So we'll see if they can get it done this time. They're 0 for 2 right now.
This time a running attempt that falls short. 18-0 Palmetto Prep just underway in the second quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kentrell Jones kicking off, and that's going to bounce out of bounds, so good field position to start with for Brevard, but that's about the only thing that's gone right for the Tornadoes here today. It's all Palmetto Prep. The defense has played well. The offense looks crisp. Reed, it's like they flipped the script from last week.
It's almost as if they've listened to the coaches. Maybe the coaches this week went back to fundamentals and talked about throwing out the playbook and just running fundamental football, mistake-free football, no turnover football.
And if you're Brevard, special teams plays a role here, so you're still 3 scores down, but this is manageable. But right now, you want to start moving the football. Your offense has shown no signs of life so far. This is a good opportunity, a key opportunity for the Tornadoes to get something going.
They got a different quarterback in there. And the defense has played real
well. No, still
well.
Logan Hackett. Logan Hackett's played the duration so far. That pass is too high on the far side, intended for number 13. Who could that be? That's Antonio Williams Jr., the tight end.
he's lucky that throw was almost behind the line of scrimmage. That could have been a fumble.
Second and 10 from their 35. Just underway here in the second quarter. Handoff to number 20. That's Aiden Aberry. Bulldozes his way out to the 41. So a third down and manageable after a nice 6-yard run there.
Yeah, and he kind of scooted. That was a small hole that he scooted through to pick up those yards. But boy, did he get popped when he got through into the secondary.
Thomas Kramer checking in at running back now. Wasn't listed on the initial roster, but again, we'll explain kind of how the JV program works for Division II, Division III, and NAIAs, those that have them. But right now, third down and 4. Quick throw, high pass, but it's caught over on the near side for a first down by Brevard. That's number 7, and that is Dalton Cole. Zayden Davis with the tackle for Palmetto Prep. Is this their first down? I can't remember.
I think so.
They picked up one through a penalty.
And this might have been their first one that was achieved.
Exactly what they need. Now, Thomas Kramer in motion, listed as a running back, but he's slotted. He's the receiver nearest to us. First and 10 from the 46. Hackett, busted play, takes off, gets into Palmetto Prep territory down at the 47. 46, excuse me.
Yeah,
Brian Edwards making the stop.
Yeah, good pursuit by Brian Edwards to make that tackle as the quarterback turned upfield. He was able to get him from behind, eliminate the quarterback from gaining a first down.
Yeah, I didn't realize looking at it on the instant replay, he really boogied. So second down and 2. Brevard first time in enemy territory. Looking to throw, another completion over on the near side. Jordan Rowell with the catch, and he's got 3 yards, so that'll be enough for a first down.
That's going to keep the chains moving. They seem to have gotten a little bit of momentum right now.
Like I said, this is what they need right now. It's been a...
Yeah, they needed some positive momentum, and it looks like they're getting it.
This is one of just 3 JV games that Brevard will play this season, so their next game won't be until our rematch. They will host Palmetto Prep on October 2nd. Again, we're going to stream that one for you at Brevard. Low snap. Another busted play, and this time a sack. Kentrell Jones takes him down.
And you're going to lose about 7 yards on that. Again, that's a bobble play with this exchange, and it's really kind of, it hurts the team. That's really going to be a damper there. He's lucky he held on to that ball, Chris, because that could have really been disastrous.
Take another look at it. Again, that low snap. And then the play action, and by then it was too late. Kentrell Jones and company. More good defensive plays for the Minutemen. Boy, they look good today. 2nd and 16 now. Back near midfield. Hackett again facing some pressure, able to escape. Gets to the outside, got a man over the middle. Pass is caught. I believe that's Kramer. That is Thomas Kramer with the catch, and he took a bounce and went backwards. Might have lost a couple on that, but a nice catch.
Yeah, they got a lot of it back. So it makes their third down a lot more manageable. That quarterback was stepping up. He just avoided Brian Edwards really hustling in there. He almost had himself a nice sack, but quarterback stepped up, avoided the sack, and threw the ball and picked up a nice gain.
Third down and 6 upcoming. Basically, the varsity team for Brevard played yesterday, but anybody who didn't play in that game is eligible to play today. That's why the roster is a little wonky for us. Logan Hackett now on 3rd and 6. Sends a man in motion to the near side. Looking that way, and the pass bounces incomplete.
Boy, he got clocked. That quarterback just got absolutely annihilated. Good thing there was no flag there. But that was Prince Elliott really cleaning him up after he threw that ball.
Well, we've called Prince Elliott's name a couple of times here today already as we take another look at it. Boy, yeah, just a nice clean tackle, but bang, bang. And it looks like Brevard going to kick it away here. Nope, timeout. All right, we're gonna keep it here as we take another look at the schedule. So we kind of talked about it. The rematch is coming October 2nd at Brevard. Are you coming with me?
I think I might be able to make that.
I'm a little worried. Brevard, a couple of years ago, Phil, who's the sports information guy and the biggest hippie in the SID game, Phil up at Brevard, was nice enough to ask me to fill in for him because he's Mr. Big Shot. He goes on the road and does stats for the big-time guys. So I went up there and just absolutely blew. I mean, I stunk it up. It was I did it twice. He invited me twice, and I sucked both times. It was the 2 worst broadcasts I've ever done in my career. So I'm coming to Brevard on October 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm all business that day. I will not be bad a 3rd time at Brevard.
You got your bat, you're going to be cleanup on that.
Yes. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hackett again in the shotgun. Another low snap, but he gets it away and airmails it over everybody. So another good stop there defensively as Palmetto Prep gets the football back. But, you know, somebody invites you to come up and fill in for them. You really want to do well. In the first game, I don't know what to describe it like. Let's say you're a doctor and you got to go work at another hospital. And you don't quite know where all the equipment is, and you don't quite know this button's a little different. So, okay, the first one I was terrible. That's fine. You're getting used to it. But then they invite me back, and they're paying me for this. I don't know what happened the second game, but I just remember leaving that stadium. I always remember the bad ones, you know?
Oh, always. That's the way it always happens.
So I got to bring my A game for that Brevard game. I'm on a mission. Handoff goes to the, no, that's Christian Dewar. I thought it was a receiver. He was lined up as a receiver, and he stepped out of bounds there just past midfield at the 47. Flag is down as well, Reed.
Yeah, this one looks like it might come back as holding on Palmetto Prep. And he had a nice wide open field there. Nice gain. Looked like halfway through down the field it was somebody holding the defensive back from making that tackle. So it's going to come back.
So a nice gain, but looking like it'll be negated if Reed is correct here, and he is. It's people watching the broadcast today, probably whispering under their breath, Chris, you haven't been very good at all during these ones. How come you're not mad about this?
And look at Jacob Parker just shaking his head. It looks like he might be the culprit of that, might have grabbed the shirt. So he's got to get over that play and stop shaking his head and get focused on this next play.
So it amounts to a 2-yard loss on the spot foul to the 37-yard line now for the Minutemen. Caden Taylor, by the way, in at quarterback with Christian Dewar in the backfield. Taylor rolls to his left, got a guy wide open. It's caught at the 40, knocked out of bounds inside the 40. Jacob Parker, like you said, make amends.
Yep, he made up for his hole in the shirt and had a nice gain, wide open as well. So that should get him his head nice and cleared. Really don't know how you could miss Jacob with those red gloves on. You can see him a mile away. So
yeah, he had all kinds of daylight there. Good gain after the penalty. Now Taylor going to hand off. Christian Dewar burst his speed and a decent gain of about 5 yards on first down.
And he's got a nice pair of red Phenom gloves on as well. I mean, you got to hand it to these guys with handing those Phenom gloves. They're really something nice. I mean, I got a pair at home, and when I grab a hold of the baseball bat, I'll tell you, they really help you swing that bat.
All right.
So if you're looking for some nice pair of gloves, Phenom is where you want to go.
We air the commercials. Second down and 4. Uniform U. That's what we were called on Twitter one time last year. Uniform U. False start now going to be called on Palmetto Prep, so that'll back them up. So from a 2nd down and 4 now to a 2nd and 9. First series here for Caden Taylor. Taylor play action. He's going to keep it, and he's got the first down as he took a big hit at the 26.
And he had a nice wide open lane to cut that out to the left, and he did get that first down, but boy, he ran into the entire defense there down on the 25.
It's a really nice play action there. You saw it briefly on the instant replay, and then as Reed mentioned, everybody came to say hello to Caden Taylor. Christian Dewar remains the running back, 1st and 10 from the 26. Taylor another keeper, and this time they were ready for it. It's going to be a loss of 3.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. They strung out that line. They ran right down the line, and he had somebody breathing down his back, so he had nowhere to go.
Willie Manuel, the 4th. Shout out to Mobile, Alabama, making a nice defensive stop. I lived on the Gulf Coast for a couple of years. Awesome beaches down there in the Mobile area. So 2nd down and 13 now. 3 receivers over on the left side. 5:48 to go until halftime. Caden Taylor rolls to the left. He's got a guy open again, and that's going to be caught out of bounds. Jacob Parker goes, but not after making the catch and making it a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, so that was a nice pickup. Now you got a good manageable play, and they're over on the left hash mark, so you got a wide open field on the right here. So we'll see what happens here, but they're moving the ball, and they're ready to go again.
3rd down, and we'll call it 6. Handoff. Christian Dewar spins, has the first down. Another spin as he goes inside the 10. 1st and goal, Minutemen.
Yeah, we got a helmet down and a guy down. So we got a Brevard guy down. He looks like he's holding his head.
Take another look at the play, and then we'll go to an injury timeout. Nice job by Christian Dewar up the middle. Again, injury timeout. We're going to step aside here for just a moment. Come back with 1st and goal. Welcome back, everybody. 1st and goal at the 10 for Palmetto Prep. Caden Taylor, the pitch. Christian Dewar on the left side to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Minutemen. Christian Dewar from 10 yards out takes it to the house, and the Minutemen lead 24-zip.
Nice pitch out on there. Movement to the left, and everybody taking their blocks, and he didn't run into a blue shirt until probably about the 2-yard line.
Well, folks, my equipment froze, so I don't know if we got that touchdown. Apologies for that, as the 2-pointer runs straight ahead, and it looks like they're in. So first 2-point conversion. It was a Christian Dewar 10-yard run to the left side. 4:48 left to go until halftime. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. And kick is away, and on one hop, going to be taken by one of the upmen. So Brevard with decent field position, but they are up against it. Palmetto Prep, 26 zip. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be with you. Reed, go ahead.
I think he should have let that ball go. It would have skidded out of bounds, and then you got another flag on that. You got an extra 10 yards. But he ended up scooping it up just before it went out of bounds.
Let's make some noise for your defense.
Let's see how the defense does here, Chris, if they can continue that momentum and shut down Brevard.
Logan Hackett remains at quarterback. Play action passes juggled but complete and getting inside Palmetto Prep territory. Jordan Rowell, nice gain there on the first play of the drive.
Yeah, it was a quick drop right over the middle, kept it up high. Really not much you could do to stop that play there.
Second time that the Tornadoes have been inside Minutemen territory now at the 48-yard line. Hackett play action, throw over the middle. And again, it's complete, this time down to the 35-yard line. Jordan Rowell again, but a flag is down.
We're going to see what happened there.
Yeah, we had a little glitch with the instant replay, so I was looking back to see if we missed that touchdown. Apologize for that, folks. It's been that kind of a day. An eligible man downfield, so Brevard having some trouble now.
Yeah, and I did see that, and that was a quick play, so you got to wonder if he was racing down there to help block, but that play happened so fast it didn't even pick up the ineligible receiver.
I think it might be Brevard. They might have a hex on me. Nothing's going right today either. So here's Hackett now, 1st and 15, and that pass is off the mark, intended on the far side for number 13.
Yeah, and that ball was just thrown way over his head, not catchable at all.
That was Antonio Williams Jr., the tight end. 3:46 left to go. Palmetto Prep can get a stop here on this drive. Plenty of time for the offense to try to put more points on the board. Christian Dewar, his 3rd touchdown of the year on the last drive. Hackett on 2nd and 15. Airs it out, jump ball, and that is caught. What a grab over on the right side. Thomas Kramer. And a 1st down inside the red zone.
Yeah, the defensive back was there. He just didn't jump in time. He just didn't time his jump right, and he really could have knocked that ball down. He looks a little shaken up right now. That's what, number 22 out there, and it looks like he's going to come off. Oh, and he's down. So he did something to him when he went to jump. Maybe he twisted his ankle before he jumped.
That's a tough one. Ethan Brule Gonzalez shaken up, so hopefully nothing too serious. We're going to go to another quick timeout here. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be back with you. So Justin Poe will take the spot of Ethan Brule Gonzalez at that safety spot. Xavion Wells has also come in to move over to the other safety. 1st and 10 now for Brevard, trying to get on the board, get something going for the momentum. Pass is caught on the near side, and cutting it up ahead, number 14 is Deshaun Curtis. And that'll be a 1st and goal now for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, it looks like they found a hole that they have been able to use now to kind of move the ball down the field. And he kind of threw out to the left there, and the receiver came but drove it back into the middle and gained a good set of yards.
Clock continues to move. We're inside 3 minutes to go here in the half. Hackett, play action, slant over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Anthony DiCanio.
And he just couldn't hold on to that ball, and the ref took well, I should say one of the refs took quite a hit as he went down on that play. And
Take
to
another.
pull his pants back up as he was getting up.
Nice deflection there. It was Nick Wright, the defensive back for the Minutemen, getting in there. Second and goal at the 9-yard line for Brevard. This JV team, one of 3 games they'll play here in 2022 on the JV side. Logan Hackett going under center now. Play action. He's got daylight if he wants to run. He fakes the pass, and he's going to the house. Lowers his shoulder, and he's in. Touchdown, Brevard.
Yeah, he wasn't going to give that ball up. He saw that line, and he just motored to it, lowered his shoulder, and popped himself in there.
So Logan Hackett with a 9-yard touchdown run. Brevard, some momentum now. Palmetto Prep still in control, but nice to see the Tornadoes do something offensively. Minutemen defense had shut them down for most of this first half. So Brennan Kafori going to come in to take the extra point try. We've seen him and Joe Powell in the kicking game so far today for Brevard.
We got a flag down already. We haven't even started.
Delay a game. So they'll move it back to the 7. You take the extra points out of the equation. This is a 30-minute first half. Low kick, but it is through. So 26-7 is your score. We'll be back. Palmetto Prep with a 2-minute opportunity here in just a moment. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke glad to be with you. So Logan Hackett with a 10-yard touchdown run gets Brevard on the board. And now Palmetto Prep an opportunity to run their 2-minute offense, Reed.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get if they can hold on to the ball and start moving it downfield. If we're going to get the kickoff right here.
Trey McGahee will catch it at the 14-yard line, take it to the 31. Nice tackle on that play. Who's number 8 for Brevard? Let's go to the roster. It's Jerome Bass. It's Jerome Bass or it's Jaden O'Leary.
And here comes the offense. So let's see what we get here.
These Division II and Division III rosters are so large that they share numbers, offense and defense. But on special teams, I mean, what do you do? So it's one of those two people who made the nice tackle. And Palmetto Prep with some work to do here on first down. They will have it at their 31. Caden Taylor remains the quarterback. Nick Richardson started the game through a 54-yarder to Will Hawkins to make it 6-0. Lucas Lenhoff, couple of touchdown throws. Christian Dewar, a touchdown run, his third of the year. Now Caden Taylor, quick pass is caught on the near side. And that's Chandler Crooks. Gain of 2.
Yeah, just a real quick out, right out of bounds. So they're going to try to. On that clock is still running. I thought he got out of bounds.
Me too, but still plenty of time for the Minutemen. Taylor now rolling to the left.
Ooh, he's got him open.
Beautiful ball, but it's a little bit too far ahead for the intended target, Diarra Suba. Nope.
Yeah, he just launched that one. He just overthrew him about 5 yards, so just out of his reach.
That was Aaron Cuthbertson over on the far side. So Cuthbertson will come out. I think Kendall Thorne checked in for him. Third down and 8. Taylor, high pass is caught. Is that Jacob Parker over on that left side again? Another great grab for him.
Yeah, it's those gloves that are bringing that ball in. That's right. You know, folks, even the mascot is wearing the Phenom gloves. You can see his hands moving around.
I use them for baking, getting stuff out of the oven around the house. Stop hitting me in the head. You got to move over. Change sides at halftime. I don't need Wes Dorton behind me anymore.
Oh,
I can't afford the brain cells.
That was just thrown out of bounds just outside his reach, so we're going to look at the second down.
They were looking for Chandler Crooks on that first down play. Sorry, folks, I'm a little starry-eyed.
Well, it does stop the clock, Chris, so we'll see if they can they got still half a football field to go.
Minute 48 to play. Quick pass going to be on the near side. Chandler Crooks unable to come up with that one.
It looked like a shortstop throw on the sidearm pitch out on that one, but just could not get his hands wrapped around. I think he was looking upfield, getting ready to run instead of tucking that ball inside.
Take another look as we wait for this third down and 10. So let's see what Caden Taylor and the offense can do. Going to hand it off. That's R.J. McDonald, I believe. Yeah, it is. R.J. McDonald dancing
and he could go
to the 40, 35, 30. Making some more nifty moves. Stays on his feet, 25, and he's out of bounds around the 20. What a run by R.J. McDonald.
Boy, what's some nifty running there, Chris. He even faked me out. I was still looking at the quarterback getting ready to throw, and McDonald was running upfield. And we got a player down for Brevard.
Christian Dewar, my apologies, making that nice run. So 1:21 left to go. As you see the nice run there by Dewar, we'll take another timeout here and come back. Palmetto Prep on the move again. Looks like there was a penalty tacked on at the end there, Reed. I didn't see anything myself.
No, I didn't either, Chris. I didn't. I missed it. I don't know if it was just unsportsmanlike for the long run there. They were ganged up on the left side out of bounds, so it could have been there.
So 1st and goal from the 10. Taylor into the end zone. Caught. R.J. McDonald, touchdown. This time I'm sure of it, R.J. McDonald. 32-6 Palmetto Prep.
I think they left too much time on the clock. Boy, they got downfield awfully fast.
Hey, we'll take it. Do you remember last week?
I do remember last week.
Let's take it, man.
Yep.
But, yeah, they were able to move the football so easy. Here's the beautiful pass by Taylor to R.J. McDonald, 32-6, and now Taylor in the offense will go for 2 here with 1:15 to go.
Oh.
This time lost the footing, did Dewar, so 2-pointer no good, but 32-6. All Minutemen here in this opening half. We'll take another timeout and be back to wrap up the half here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kick is away on one hop, picked up at the 20 and taking it out to the 32-yard line for Brevard is number 19. It's Tyler Harrison, one of the defensive backs. 108 to work with here, Reed. What are you doing with this offense?
Well, here's where Brevard might want to try to air it out and work on some of their pass plays to see if they can set themselves up well for the second half. You do remember, Chris, Brevard will receive the kickoff on the second half, so they got an opportunity here to get some points on the board, and then at the half get some more points, and the game's still not out of reach for them. So if I'm the coach here, I'm going to work to try to do my 2-minute drill since you had about 108 left on the clock.
Some folks from Brevard who made the trip. We're going to be driving back to Brevard and Greenville, respectively, in some rain, but it's holding off here in Columbia so far. Incomplete pass. It was dropped by Dalton Cole. Logan Hackett looking for him on the near side.
Yeah, that was just a bad exchange on the hike, and then to the receiver, hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. So that was just bad all around there. So that's going to just start a little do-over on this play here.
1:04 still to work with. Plenty of time for the Tornadoes, who looked good on their last drive. Logan Hackett looking on the far side, and that's a comebacker that's going to be incomplete, intended for Thomas Kramer.
It looks like the defense might have gotten a hand on that, although not quite sure, but ball came down and awfully low. Receiver just could not scoop it up.
See if I can load up the instant replay, and we'll take another look at that. As we wait for 3rd and 10, Reed was talking about the defense. Oh, I missed it again. Let's see if we can. Well, I'm not going to try to run it back. The last time I did that, it froze and we missed a touchdown. So we're just going to have to roll with it. 3rd and 10, Hackett a bomb. It gets hung up in the air. It's a jump ball and it's picked off. Over on that left side, I believe it's Trey McGahee.
Yeah, that's he's doing well. I mean, double coverage. I don't know if I would have thrown that, Chris, but McGahee's all over that. He's become a ball hawk. I think that might be his third interception this year.
Trey McGahee. You folks up in Western North Carolina might know him from Asheville. As you see him pick off his, I guess you could say, hometown team, Brevard, just about a 20, 30-minute drive. So now 49 seconds, Reed. The offense going to take the field. Nick Richardson going to come back in at quarterback. And 2 timeouts left, maybe. I think I've just one timeout, but still an opportunity the way Palmetto Preps moved the football to try to make something happen.
You got just under 50 seconds here. About 7 plays if you run it right.
Nick Richardson, look out, facing some pressure, gets away from it. Flag is down, and he sends it out of bounds. We'll check the flag, but that was nice.
Holding. Yeah, that could be holding, and that's when you're in your end zone, down towards your zone. That's one of the worst places to start doing holding play. So we'll see what it is.
Was there a game I was watching, or maybe it happened here, where the team at the end of the first half, it was here, it was Augusta, they tried to make something happen, they forced it, and I think it was Trey McGahee who got an INT for a touchdown in that first game. So that's got to be in the back of your mind if you're the coach and now you go to a 1st and 20 here and maybe be conservative with it, but we'll see.
Yeah, see, there you're dropping 10 yards back. Now you're pretty close to, you're on the 10-yard line? 11-yard line. With 42 seconds left, I'm not so sure I would want to get so aggressive down here.
Damian Littleton in at running back. And they're going to hand it off to him. He gets past the 15.
Yeah, and that's probably what I would do as well. Kind of take my time, maybe let the clock run out.
Somebody called timeout, though. I'm not sure if it was Brevard or Palmetto Prep, but the clock is stopped.
Nope.
I don't know what is happening.
I'm not quite sure either. I saw an offensive lineman getting ready to come on the field, then he stopped and got called back, but I don't see anything happening here.
Why isn't the clock moving? What?
And here he comes again. So now he's coming on, and somebody's got to come off.
2-5. Yeah, clock would be 2-5.
So they want to set the clock at 25 seconds.
Not quite sure why the change in players there. Something must have happened.
71 is Charlie Johnson, by the way, coming in. So now the clock starts again. And Palmetto Prep likely to run this one out. Littleton, another bulldozing play past the 20, and that should do it for the first half. So we have 4 touchdown passes here in this half. All 3 quarterbacks are in the books with a TD. Richardson, 54 yards. Lenoff has 2. Taylor with 1. Christian Dewar, a 10-yard touchdown run as well. And it's all Minutemen, 32-7 against Brevard's JV team. We'll take a timeout for the half, about 15 minutes. Go get yourself some watermelon, check in on the U.S. Open, call your mom, tell her you love her, whatever you want to do. Come on back in about 15. We'll have all the second half action. Again, great first half for the Minutemen. They lead at 32-7. Don't go too far. All right, folks, if you're watching at halftime, you can kind of just ignore this part. We're working through some kinks, so just doing a quick audio check. Reed, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful.
All right.
Enjoying the heat. How we sound?
You sound quiet again.
I must have got put in the corner.
Reed's very happy about his Florida Gators.
Yeah,
Who did they play? Played Utah.
They played Utah.
And-
Utah was, well, they were ranked. They were ranked number 7. Of course, Florida is kind of in a rebuilding year with the new coach, Napier, but he had them ready to play yesterday. And you can lightly say they upset Utah.
All right, I think we're good now. You got a few more words you'd like to say just so we can test it one more?
I'm watching this lady just ruined her umbrella down here over.
Where?
The wind just took her umbrella and just kind of, now she's got it ripped and it's kind of torn up. So looks like that umbrella's going to find its place in the garbage after the game.
By the way, folks, this is about the level of intellect and discourse that goes on during halftime. So you're getting an inside look at it right now. All right, folks, we're going to step aside again. Palmetto Prep 32-7. We'll be back with the third quarter in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke with you, and a good first half for Palmetto Prep, 32-7. And if you're just joining us, Reed, it's been like night and day from last week for the Minutemen.
Yeah, it really has. Their Minutemen have really solved a lot of their problems from last week that had trickled over from the first week, and boy, they look sharp and they look focused today. They're ready to play. They were out on this field ready to kick off before the Brevard guys even got out there.
Brevard won the toss. They deferred, so they get it first here in the second half, and they're going to get decent field position at about the 33-yard line. Hunter Scott making the stop. The returnee was number 13 for Brevard, and that is Antonio Williams Jr., one of the tight ends. Palmetto Prep 1-1 on the year. Brevard Tornadoes, their JV portion of their schedule starting today. They'll play 3 games on the JV side. The next one will be the rematch with Palmetto Prep. That'll be up in Brevard on October 2nd. And then on the 23rd, they'll finish up against Aces Elite. First and 10 right now, the I formation. Don't get to say that very often, and it's the pass on the play action is incomplete. Intended.
And it looked good. It just the quarterback just didn't hit the receiver. Nice rollout and coming back around, but just overthrew his receiver.
Dylan Bisson is in at quarterback now for the Tornadoes, by the way. Logan Hackett played the entire first half. Had a touchdown run. Bissett on second down. Flag is down as he escapes the pocket. Falls ahead for a gain of a yard. Tackled by Nick Wright, but a flag is down.
Yeah, that might be on Brevard. Looked like it was holding, but I guess we'll get the official issue here. Well, illegal motion by Brevard. They're going to decline it.
There was a false start called against the offense there, but that penalty has been declined.
So that'll bring up a third down and 10 for the Tornadoes. Dylan Bisson. He's also a freshman quarterback from Charlotte, North Carolina, Mount Island Charter, 4-year varsity player there, 5,474 yards, 46 touchdowns in his high school career. Bisson and Hackett trying to make their way onto the varsity squad at Brevard, and that pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for number 17, Anthon Williams Jr.
Well, he's a big receiver.
That is a tight end of all tight ends, ladies and gentlemen.
It looked like a big lineman. I thought we had a guy downfield that was not supposed to be downfield, but the ball was down at his shin, so he wasn't going to get that one.
So, that means the Tornadoes will kick it away here. Joe Powell, the punter. Xavion Wells will be back to receive. He's standing at his own 34-yard line right now, here on this 4th down and 10. Joe Powell from Brevard, North Carolina, played quarterback and defense at high school in Brevard, as well as a kicker. Picked up at the 35, 40, 50, 45, stops at the 40, gets stood up. More flags are down as he takes the pile to the 35-yard line of Brevard, but let's check the flag.
Yeah, I think that might be on Palmetto. Probably holding, so we'll see that walking back. Seems on those wide open run backs, that's tends to when they have all the holding penalties.
And it is holding.
Call the field as a personal foul against the
Oh,
offense.
my bad. Personal foul against the return team. So that's going to be 15 yards.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty for the spot of the foul.
So wherever the spot was, it's 15 yards. We'll see where they're going to start.
Inside their own 35. Looks like at a 32-yard line.
So it looks like the 32-yard line is where they're going to spot the football. And that's a huge penalty, Reed.
Yeah, so what turned out to be looked like great field position at the 50 is now all the way back at the 32.
Nick Richardson getting the start again. He started the game, came on for a series, and then played at the end of the half as well. Richardson, Darius Naylor loses it. Is it a fumble? They say it's a catch, and that'll be recovered by the Tornadoes. Number 54 for Brevard. Jaquan Brunson, the linebacker, takes it away.
I don't know what happened there, Chris. He looked like he wanted to run and was probably trying to tuck the ball away, and it just plopped out. Just knocked it right on the field. Not a good way to start the second half. They had been avoiding all of these turnovers that had plagued them the first 2 weeks, and this is not a good way to start. Bad penalty, and then a fumble.
So now, good field position for Brevard. And it looks like they have Logan Hackett back in at quarterback. So Dylan Bisson got one series. Now it's Logan Hackett again, and he's going to take off. Takes it inside the Palmetto Prep 40 down at about the 38-yard line.
That's a pretty good pickup for them on first down, so...
Tyler Lassiter, the linebacker, making the stop on the play, but second down and 5 upcoming for Brevard. Brevard hadn't done much offensively. Then 2:30 to go in the second quarter. Logan Hackett ran it in from 10 yards out. Quarterback's been on the move here today. This is going to be a handoff and a 3-yard pickup for number 20. That's Aiden Alberry.
A good pursuit by the defense again, coming all the way from the backside to make that tackle.
Aiden Alberry played at Lake Norman Charter. I think there's a couple Palmetto Prep players who might have played with him. I think we have at least one guy from Lake Norman Charter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Darrell Taylor, the receiver. So third down and short now for Hackett in the offense. Hackett looking to throw, and it's complete for a first down at the 28-yard line. Some physical standing up on the receiver, Jordan Rowell.
Yeah, they did spike him up after he made that first down. But he held on to that football.
Hunter Scott making the big play as well, run it back. It was Jack Spots on the catch, my apologies. And you could see.
I didn't think that he would have gotten that wide open with the trips right. You would have thought the defense knew exactly where that ball was going. And he still completed the pass.
At the 27-yard line now, Brevard. Play action. Some pressure here from Rowe.
Oh, boy.
Hackett gets it away, and it bounces in incomplete in the end zone.
The quarterback got smacked on that one. He's a little shaken up, but he's still running over to the huddle.
We've seen
After
Hackett.
he let that ball go, he took a hit.
Hackett's taken a couple of shots here today from this Minutemen defense. So 2nd and 10 now for the Tornadoes. It's turned into a beautiful Labor Day here in Columbia. Hopefully wherever you are, having a good holiday weekend as well. Hackett now, play action, passes caught inside the 20 by Deshaun Curtis. And the flags are in the backfield, Reed.
Yeah, we got holding on the offense, so that one's coming back. I mean, it was, so what turned out to be a good game for Brevard is going to come back. That's usually your holding is your drive killer. So we'll see if the defense can take advantage of this holding penalty and keep Brevard out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's pretty. Normally I can't see the hold sometimes on this little replay box that I've got next to me, but it was clear as day. Ray Charles could have seen that hold. That was holding with a capital H, and now they're back to the Palmetto Prep 37-yard line. So Hackett in the shotgun, Brian Hartzell back in at running back for Brevard.
Oh, fumble.
Ball is stripped, and it's going to be picked up by the defense. Minutemen get yet another turnover. Brian Hart falls on it, and it looks like that was 43, Brian Edwards, who made the strip.
Yeah, good strip sack there and a fumble recovery. That's how you play some defense. So they did a nice job there, swiping that ball out of Hackett's hand, and then defense jumping on that ball. Good turnover.
Boy, it has been a complete performance today for the Minutemen as we see Nick Richardson in again at quarterback for Palmetto Prep. Second series for the Minutemen here in this third quarter.
Oh, no.
Muffed handoff, but able to fall on it, Damian Littleton. Be a loss of 3.
I don't know what it is with these handoffs, but Nick Richardson is having a real struggle keeping that ball in his hands and then exchanging it with the running back. That's the second time we've seen this happen now.
Darrell Taylor goes in motion nearest to us now on 2nd down and 13 with Littleton remaining in at running back. Now he switches sides with Will Hawkins, who's now slotted. Blitz is on. Richardson quick out. It's complete over on the far side, and then a fumble's going to be recovered by Brevard. Sloppy start to the second half, really both ways, Reed.
Yeah, this is like I said, it's the second series for the Minutemen, and it's just been nothing but backwards flops, and that's just not a good way to start. The defense really stopped Brevard, but Minutemen didn't do anything to take advantage of that opportunity.
Let's make some noise for your defense.
That's a back-to-back fumble, too.
Work to do for defensive coordinator Alan Gandy and his unit now. We got a flag down.
So they're going to have a little bit more yardage to have to work with because that's on the Brevard. Even before the play started.
Too many men in the huddle was the call. That's a first game penalty right there. Brevard's got a new receiver in, number 10, Jordy Wilkinson, I believe. And there's more movement.
Yeah, so now we're having a plethora of errors on both sides of the ball as we are having what we would call a flag fest all of a sudden. And Brevard's going to move back another 5 yards.
Jordan Beal, the fullback, the guilty party.
Here's where you can really dig your spikes in of your defensive lineman and just charge ahead. I mean, with 20 yards to go for a first down, you know they almost are in an absolute throwing pattern here.
So 1st and 20, back in their own territory. Quick passes caught in the backfield, then getting back to the line of scrimmage, Antonio Williams.
Not much there, Chris. Just a bunch of white shirts stopping them right at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit by the defense.
Hey, good to see Ethan Brule Gonzalez left in the first half with an injury. He's back out there, made the tackle on the play. So 2nd and 20. Got a new quarterback as that pass sails high. Cameron Jones now the third quarterback of the day.
It was a nice play by Justin Poe on that out. Even though the ball was slightly high, he made sure that it was uncatchable by tipping it away from the receiver. So really nice play there.
Jones went to Pendleton High School here in South Carolina from Anderson in the upstate. 3rd down and 20 for Brevard.
You just want to make sure those receivers don't get behind you on this play, Chris.
Minutemen were showing blitz, now back off. Quick pass is caught, and not much doing over on that far side. More than likely a punt upcoming for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, you still got about, 4th and 15 here, it looks like.
Xavier Wells made the stop. Minutemen going to get the football back here as Brevard will kick it away. Here's Joe Powell again. I talked about him a little bit. Was the punter for Brevard, the high school Brevard. Also played quarterback, some defense too. 36.2 yards per kick. 36 of them inside the 20. He's a good kicker. And this one's going to take a nice bounce for Brevard. And he'll have it right at the 20. So that's where Palmetto Prep will take over. 8:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Minutemen looking for a good drive when we come back.
I didn't say Simon Says.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to live action. We got a catch by Christian Dewar. And a huge gain for Palmetto Prep on first down. Reed, we were in a commercial, and they were itching to get back to action.
Yes, they were. You know, Chris, I got to tell you, I really like this Lucas Lenoff kid. I mean, he seems to have a poise that settles the offense, unlike the other two quarterbacks do. And it just seems that the momentum just goes with him. I mean, great play.
So Lucas Lenhoff working quickly. Pass is caught on the near side. Aaron McLeod going to take it down near the 20-yard line and another first down. Yeah, we talked about Lucas Lenhoff. We told you about his COVID story. But when he was in California playing football out there, he was getting looks, serious interest from USC, UCLA, a lot of the Power Fives in the Pac-12. So it's not a surprise. But we're really seeing it on display for the first time here in this third game. Lenhoff is really living up to his Power 5 potential here today. Going to pitch it now to Dewar. Dewar to the 15. Flag is down, and he's taken down near the first down marker, but we'll check the flag.
Yeah, looks like the offensive lineman was almost tackling the defensive player. I'm not quite sure who that was that caused that penalty. I think it was number 72. So that would be John Daniels. on that hold. That takes away a lot of your momentum, Chris. I mean, those holding penalties, those are a thorn in the backside.
So back at the 31-yard line now for the Minutemen, 1st and 20. Lucas Lenhoff talking to his receivers on that far side. It's Aaron McLeod and in the slot, Diarra Suba. So we'll see play action. Lenhoff floats it up for Naylor, and that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, that's not so sure I would have gone with that play, Chris. It just seems that the defense is all over that little almost short out or screen. It's not quite a screen, but short out to the left side, and they've been all over that 3 times this game. The defense has been there to stop that play.
So we're going to call it 2nd and 21 now after that loss of a yard. Again, it's Dewar and Lenhoff in the backfield. Now Dewar comes out to the receiver spot near us. Lucas Lenhoff pocket collapses, throws it high, and Dewar took a shot in the back.
Boy, did he unleashed that ball, too. It's I don't know if he would have been able to catch that. Lenhoff looked like he was going to run and then stopped and just unleashed that ball. That was a laser. Had too much heat on it. You can obviously say that was not a touch pass.
3rd and 21, and likely in 4-down territory here. Be interesting to see what the play call is here. Maybe get some of the yards back and try to make it manageable on 4th down. Lenhoff, here comes the blitz. Gets rid of it just in time. Throws into double coverage, and it's batted away.
Yeah, that was I don't know what he saw there, Chris, but that he was well covered. I don't know if I would have tossed that with a chance of an interception, but I guess if it was picked, you're down inside the 5. So, but that's something that you really want to keep away from.
He had a guy wide open on the other side, but that blitz was coming and had to make a quick decision. But he had a guy, I think Diarra Suba, was wide open. So 4th down, 21. More blitz. This time Lenhoff airmails it to the end zone, and it's going to be caught and then dropped, I believe. Yeah. Diarra Suba had it and then lost it. Reed?
He just couldn't hold on to it. That ball was there. It was a very fine throw. He had it, but then he hit the ground and he just couldn't maintain control of the ball. But what a nice throw by Lenhoff to be able to step up and zip that ball right where it needed to be.
So 5:20 left to go here in this 3rd quarter now. Brevard is going to go back on offense. Palmetto prep. Defense has played very well here in this ball game. Another I formation play. Cameron Jones remains the running back, and that's stuffed in the backfield. The running back is number 8, and that could be just about anybody.
It was Tyler Lassiter all over that play and making that tackle in the backfield for a loss of 5, man. What a nice penetration by him to get in there and really cause havoc on the running back. Just completely shut that play down.
There is no number 8 on the varsity roster, on the JV roster, that would even be remotely looking like this kid looks. They've got a tight end and a defensive lineman listed as number 8. Boy, I hope the rematch is a little better with the jerseys. Pass is going to be caught on the near side, Thomas Kramer. And he's getting away. Takes it to midfield, finally brought down, but a big gain there.
Yeah, and he just found a hole, Chris, to scoot around and outrun some of the defense. But big first down on that. And had some wheels on him.
Ethan Brule Gonzalez making the tackle, but Brevard on the move now. They have it at the Minutemen 48-yard line. So we near 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Jones throws it, and miscommunication there.
Yeah, I don't know where that was going, but that was well behind the receiver. I think he was more or less getting rid of that ball as that rush was coming on, and had a good chance of taking him down.
So that'll bring up a second down and 10 now for Brevard. More shuffling for the Tornadoes. They got a lot of bodies over on that sideline. Cameron Jones looking over the middle, pocket collapsing, has to get rid of it. It's deflected, and it's going to be caught by the second receiver, Deshaun Curtis.
There's a great concentration there, and he just stuck his hand out and grabbed that ball out of the air and kept possession of it. So they got a few yards back there.
So 3rd down and 9, important here for the defense. Try to get a stop after giving up that big play. Force Brevard into a punt. Jones looks to the far side. It's caught. Dalton Cole, but he loses the football. He was trying to get to the marker. He was about a yard shy, then he lost the football, and the referees have not made a signal yet. There was no signal. Are they saying he was down?
Oh, no, it's
okay, now they make the signal.
That's Prince Elliott with the recovery there as well. Oh, maybe. No, I'm mistaken. That was Kirill Buckoff on the recovery. So let's see what Palmetto can do here, Chris. With they got Lucas coming back out as the quarterback. So
it's not been the cleanest half this third quarter for either team, really. But Palmetto Prep keeping the momentum. They have a big lead here at 25 right now. And Lucas Lenhoff had the biggest play of the half for either team on the first play that he came in. So he's back in for another series now. Looking to air it out over on the far side. Diarra Suba, he catches it, and he's gone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
I'll tell you, that was a fine throw. Looked at him, a wide open receiver. I don't know what happened with the defense, but he got there late. Almost stole that ball from the receiver, but nice throw and nice focus by the receiver for Palmetto Prep to run the 30 yards in after the catch.
58 yards is the unofficial play. And now the Minutemen will go for 2 again. They've only got 1 so far. Make it 2. 40-7 Minutemen in control late here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a little bit.
I get tired with all that jumping.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Kick is away, bounces at the 30, and will go out of bounds. The kicking duties have been done by Kentrell Jones today. Braxton Turner was doing them earlier this year. We haven't seen Braxton today. So Brevard, decent field position, but it's been Palmetto prep today, 40-7. Lucas Lenhoff now has 3 touchdown passes today. He had 1 in each of the first 2 games, I believe, too. So he's got 5 touchdown throws in 3 games for Palmetto prep.
He looks a lot sharper this week than he did last.
I hope my Bowling Green Falcons are watching this Lucas Lenhoff kid. We need some help at the quarterback position. Back out there for another series is Cameron Jones, and he throws it right to guess who? That's going to be Trey McGahee taking it to the house. Flags are all over the place.
Yeah, and it's coming back.
But Trey McGahee has himself another INT for the Minutemen as it stands right now, 46-7.
Yeah, and it's coming back, unfortunately.
Let's see if we can take a look. Now, we just got the end of the run. That's all we got on the replay.
Yeah,
So
we had somebody that probably was unsportsmanlike hit.
2 refs saw it, whatever we did. Oh, I saw it. It was late.
So, folks, this ball is going to come back after the penalty. We just don't know what the penalty is.
But it will be Minutemen football. I'm just gonna go ahead and take these points off the board.
And we got the player that is still down over there. So hopefully it's not too serious. But they are kneeling down for the player. So
We're gonna take an injury timeout, sort out the penalties, folks, and then we'll be back here. All right, welcome back, everybody. So there was more to that play than we had initially thought. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke here with you. And Reed, it looks like Brevard getting the football back.
yeah, it is. There was roughing the passer before they even had the interception. And on the interception, it was another penalty there. But because of the roughing the passer, that's going to be an automatic first down for Brevard.
So roughing the passer was the initial call. Like I said, there were flags littered all over the place. So I had a funny feeling there would be different calls, but didn't see the roughing the passer.
No, I missed that too, Chris.
So Brevard escapes after that turnover. Instead, now they have it at midfield, and I believe Logan Hackett is back in at quarterback. Correction, it's Bisson. Dylan Bisson, his pass is complete. On the comebacker, though, it's going to go back to around the line of scrimmage.
That pass completed. Number 86, Jack Spots. Trey McGahee on the tackle for the Minutemen. No gain on the play.
Well, that was a good set there. The defense didn't cave on that, so hopefully they can shut them down here. They seem to maintain that receiver, so.
Minute 37 and counting. It still says first down. It's not. It's second down. Bisson was going to take off now, and he's going to have the first down and then some. Spin moves inside the 40. He'll be taken down at the 35. Nice move there by Dylan Bisson, Reed.
15 yards.
Yeah, he got a good break, and he was like a pinball machine there, just getting bounced off players and stayed up and had a good, nice 15-yard run.
So Brevard benefits from a penalty. Cameron Jones is checking in at quarterback. They are keeping me on my toes, those Tornadoes. So Cameron Jones returns at quarterback. So we go inside a minute to play here in quarter number 3. Jones whips it on the far side, and it is dropped by Spots.
Receivers tend to be getting open, but they're just having a hard time with that catching that ball. It seems to be just outside his reach.
Okay, here's Dylan Bisson now. They're literally changing quarterbacks on every snap. It's interesting. So Bisson back in, Hartzell the running back. Bisson looking to throw. He might have been behind the line of scrimmage. It's picked off. Anyways, picked off on the near side. And it's Xavier Wells.
I'm going to blame that interception on number 86 of Brevard. Instead of running to the route that he wanted, he just was jogging lightly and looking back at the quarterback. So quarterback really didn't have anywhere to go, and by the time he decided to throw it, it was pretty much too late, and he was covered like a blanket, and that's where the interception occurred. But that really wasn't on the quarterback. That was actually on the receiver.
Xavier Wells with an interception. Trey McGahee had an intercept. Well, Trey McGahee had a couple interceptions. Only one of them stuck. And now Palmetto Prep backed up in their own end zone. Caden Taylor is going to take over at quarterback with 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. That's going to be a safety. That's 2 points to Brevard on that one. 40-9. What'd you see there, Reed?
Well, it was a high snap, I think, and then of course, Caden just didn't really focus on the ball. He saw it was in his peripheral vision, and it just went right through his hands.
All right, we got a timeout. We'll step aside here late in the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke. We're trying to figure out how many turnovers that have stuck today for the Minutemen. We've got a couple fumble recoveries, couple INTs. I can think of 4. Getting ready to kick it off again is Kentrell Jones for the Minutemen after the safety. Late sub coming in for Brevard.
Well, it looks like that one's going to stay in the field this time.
He picked up at the 33-yard line and getting near midfield, the returner for the Tornadoes. So good field position, 21 seconds to work with here in the third quarter for Brevard, but all Palmetto Prep so far today.
Well, let's see if the defense can keep it up, keep the pressure up, Chris. It just doesn't seem that Brevard has any offensive momentum. And the defense has been sharp pretty much all game long. A couple of breakdowns here and there with broken runs. But other than that, their defense has really shut down Brevard.
Well, here's the big guy, the tight end, Antonio Williams. Wearing number 17. He's lined up nearest to us. Logan Hackett back in at quarterback. Or correction, that's Bisson with the completion on the near side. Number 85 is Liam Smithson with his first catch. That will do it for the third quarter. So Palmetto Prep gets another touchdown on the board. Lucas Lenoff, 58 yards to Raheem Diarra Suba. And the Minutemen lead at 40-9. We got 15 minutes left to go. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be with you. It's a 2nd down and 8 for the Tornadoes. Just underway now here in this fourth quarter. Bisson remains the quarterback. He's going to run with it now, get it inside Palmetto Prep territory. He might have a first down. We have a late flag come in.
Yeah, and I don't know what that's on. Did they tackle him out of bounds, or? But there is a flag coming from the back side. I don't know if it's on Palmetto. It could be. It could be a block in the back by Brevard. Well, holding on the defense. That's unusual. So that's going to be a tack on more yards for Brevard. Not quite sure where I saw that. But that's one you don't see often.
I guess, you know, it's 40-9, Reed, but if you want to nitpick, maybe a little few too many flags on the Minutemen here today.
Yeah, it's kind of escalated in this second half.
And again, you know, you look at 2 conference games here next week. Those, you know, got to clean that up. Pass is incomplete because
at the line.
We know from last year that the Georgia Knights and Birmingham will be bringing it. I think Georgia beat Palmetto Prep last year. And we know Birmingham and Palmetto Prep split last year.
Yeah, they got a nice tip at the line of scrimmage there, so kind of broke that pass up.
2nd down and 10 now for Bisson and the offense. Going to hand it off. We haven't seen much of the running game today. Brian Hartzell doesn't get much, maybe a couple inches.
A good tackle there at the line of scrimmage by 2 of the Palmetto Prep. Really stopped that play from really ever even started.
So they're going to call it 3rd down and 10. Opening minutes of the final quarter. Another opportunity here for Palmetto Prep. It's been these long situations where they've been able to force some turnovers against this Brevard offense. Hartzell remains the running back. We got 2 receivers to each side of Dylan Bisson, the quarterback. Bisson getting all kinds of time, throws it over the middle, and that's way too long.
Yeah, there was nobody there but 2 white shirts.
So 4th and 10 at 40-9. Might as well go for it, and that's looking like what Brevard is going to do here.
And Nick Wright just came in place of Justin Powell. He's been playing with his shoulder after that tackle at the line of scrimmage has bothered him, so he just came running off. But it looks like he's okay on the sideline. He might have just tweaked his shoulder. But number 5, Nick Wright, has just come in for him.
Bisson on 4th down. Dancing.
He's
Sacked. He is taken down by Jamias Glenn, and Palmetto Prep gets the football back.
And that's a coverage sack, Chris, because the 2 defensive backs back there had the whole. He had nowhere to throw that ball.
Run that back real quick and take another look at it.
And that might have been our first sack for the day. I don't know if we got a sack last week.
You know, I'm wondering because we've gotten some good penetration, that defensive line at times today, but I think you might be right. I can't remember another sack.
I don't remember them getting a sack last week. In week 1, I can't remember that far back.
No, yeah, me neither. That ain't going to happen, folks. All right, so Minutemen football, and they tried a trick play, and it did not work. It was blown up on the reverse. Darrell Taylor had the football, and he got wrapped up.
By 43, whoever that is made a heck of a play for Brevard and broke that play up.
On my roster, it says that's Brennan Kafori, who's the place kicker.
Well, that was a great play by the place kicker.
It really wouldn't surprise me if they're changing jerseys over there. Because I've seen him. He's been out there. He's worn number 43.
Well, that's the type of place kicker that you want.
I'm totally lost with this Brevard team. Caden Taylor over the near side. It's going to be caught by Will Hawkins for a 1st down, but we got more flags.
Yeah, that might be holding.
The flags are...
Yeah, they're just flying now. This is not the way you want to end a game. That's the way how you started it. Started it very, very solid, smooth, fundamentally sound, and now all of a sudden, this last 3rd and 4th quarter, Chris, it's just been a flag fest. Just really.
Really on the field is eligible receiver downfield against the offense. Definitely will be declined. It's a 3rd down and long for the minute.
You know what, Reed, buddy? We're having audio problems with you again. So we're going to have to work on that. Meanwhile, Caden Taylor thrown. That's got to be a flag. Yeah, over on that far side. Clear grabbing of the jersey. So Palmetto Prep not helping themselves, but neither is Brevard. All right, we're going to see if we can't. We're going to have to bring you closer to me again, Reed. Now, folks, you're going to be tempted to send me an email or a tweet or something about the audio for the rest of the year. I have tried literally everything today, so there's no need to email because however the audio sounds from now to the end of the game, that's what it's going to be the rest of the way, for better or worse. Because I have tried 10 different things today, and none of them have worked.
Yeah, they're just not working.
Nope.
Oh. So it looks like they've got the refs have got this settled, and now we're going to be on the right hash mark with a first down.
Good field position, too, after that penalty. So Caden Taylor in the offense now inside Brevard territory at the 49. Going to be a handoff to Dewar, who tries to find some space, but he's going to lose a yard.
Good penetration by Brevard on that. Just nothing there at all.
Clock continues to move, nearing 11 and a half to go as Dewar steps to the right. Here's Caden Taylor facing a blitz, able to escape it. Got to do something, and he just wisely gets rid of it. Not much there.
No, he's just running for his life on that that play. Just enough to get away, and then the ref just got hit in the head with the football. He's not too happy about that. Just a little entertainment for us.
He looks really annoyed. Oh, man. This has been a day today. Good day for Palmetto Prep. Delayed handoff. Christian Dewar going to have the first down. What a run by Christian Dewar.
Very nice run. Very nice run.
Take another look at it here real quick. And credit the offensive line there, doing a nice job to really open up some space. Well, that's the previous play. But you can trust us on that if you didn't see it the first time, folks. The offensive line did a great job there, opening up a hole for Christian Dewar. So 1st and 10 now for the Minutemen. They've got it at Brevard's 37. Dewar again. Big burst of speed to the 30-25, and he's going to be stopped right there. Another good gain and another first down.
Yeah, he just ran right up the tackle slot, and that was wide open. The guard and the tackle did a wonderful job opening up the lanes there. No linebackers in the spot, and he gained a good 11 yards. He shot right through that hole, Chris, so he knew exactly where he was going.
Passing game has gotten the job done. Now the running game starting to take over here in this fourth quarter. Caden Taylor, trouble with the snap, able to pick it up, and they say his knee was down. So that'll be a loss of 5, it looks like.
And that's too bad, too, because left tackle John Daniels had made his way into the linebacker spot to have that block, and so he had that already cleared up.
Dewar gets the yards back. Well, most of them. It'll be a 3rd down and 11 after that 4-yard pickup. But yeah, Reed, looks like they want to maybe run the clock a little bit here.
Yeah, it's probably smart to do since, basically you got the game well in hand. Why not work on your running game?
3rd down and long now. This will be a pass for Caden Taylor and almost intercepted. It went through the hands of Mason Tanner, the linebacker.
Yeah, the linebacker was wide open. It looked like it was designed to go directly to him, but he just could not hold on to it. And I don't know what Hayden was looking at there, because that lineman, maybe he didn't see the linebacker.
4th down for the Minutemen. They'll go for it here on 4th and 11. Caden Taylor had a touchdown throw late in the first half on a 2-minute drive to R.J. McDonald. Delayed handoff again, and this time that front line for Brevard was ready for it, although we do have a flag down here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I just saw the yellow, but I'm not sure where it came from.
Perkins, the linebacker, made the jersey stop. It's going to be a hold on the Minutemen, yeah. So, Brevard will get it back when we come back. We've got 8:37 left to go. It'll be Tornadoes football here in just a moment.
Excellent. I didn't say Simon Says.
Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, back to live action now. It's Brevard football. All Minutemen today, 40-9. They looking to air it out over on the far side, and it's a little bit too long. Dylan Bisson still the quarterback.
Yeah, he just could not pull that ball in. He got his hand on it, but it was just a little bit too far.
Thomas Kramer getting a lot of looks at receiver today for the Tornadoes. And he was the intended target that time. Bisson now. Blitz is on.
Oh,
Good job getting rid of it to Rowell, but I don't think they're going to rule that a catch.
That was a nice throw, and the receiver in the middle of the field, nice catch, but he could not hold on to it. We got a Palmetto player down. Can't quite make out the number. That's 45. Is that
Prince Elliott?
That's Prince Elliott.
Slow to get up, but
Holding his shoulder.
hopefully nothing too serious. Prince Elliott's played very well today on that defensive end spot for the Minutemen. 3rd down and 10 now for Brevard. Bisson again, the blitz is on, and he airmails it. Punting time for the Tornadoes, Reed.
Yeah, Palmetto was all over the quarterback. He just got that away and then got clobbered, so he didn't really have time to set his feet, and he's lucky that it probably got rid of that ball because it was just outside the stretched hands of the defensive back to pick that one off. But he didn't have any time, and he's walking off the field a little bit shaken up as well.
So coming back in is Joe Powell, who's kicked the football pretty well here today for Brevard. Like I said, he's a local product, played for the high school in town. Going to boot it to Xavier Wells, who catches it at the 42. Immediately a flag comes down. Wells dances around 45, gets hit at the 47, stood up, and that's where...
And we got more flags down now.
Yeah, there's 3 more over back in Brevard territory there.
I don't know, Chris.
These guys, really, you paying these guys by the flag?
Sloppy. Just complete sloppy game now. But we had a block in the back on the return, and I don't know what the other ones were, but I think it was a little bit, 2 players getting a little rough with each other. It could be offsetting penalties. We'll see.
Got 162 people watching this right now. Y'all are some real fans.
Man, it's
Oh, we lost one.
He heard you.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Look at all these flags they're picking. Oh, you can't see it on the screen, but trust me.
They're looking at the flags, deciding whose flag is whose.
Yeah.
That one's going to be waved off. And they're both.
All those flags, there were 2 penalties. They were both on Palmetto Prep.
So they're going to be pushed way back.
Lucas Lenhoff is going to come back in at quarterback now for the Minutemen. And Damian Littleton checks back in at running back. So we saw Christian Dewar run the football pretty well in the last series. I'm guessing we're going to see a little bit of Littleton here.
That would be kind of the way we would go. It's, just kind of plow him right up the middle and see what you can do.
Yep.
Well,
Lenhoff going to throw it. Diarra Suba
Ooh.
catches it at the 41-yard
There's
line.
another flag.
And they might have a late hit here.
Oh, absolutely. Laid out of bounds. That referee just threw that flag right up. It was almost like enjoyment now throwing those flags. But that one's going to be on Brevard. That was clearly a hit out of bounds. You could hear it all the way up from where we are. That's a personal foul. That's going to be 15 yards.
Field is personal foul and necessary roughing.
So that'll move it inside Brevard territory. Let's see where they spot it.
I am kind of surprised that they threw the ball on that one, Chris. But it looks like they're setting up to throw the ball again.
Kind of talked about it last week. This is going to be a handoff, and that's Jacob Parker, I believe, taking the run. Gain of 1. But post-grad football, you're not exactly going to see kill the clock kind of stuff because you still want to get these guys as much film as you can, as much work as you can, as much visibility, opportunities to make plays. Obviously, running backs do factor in there as well, so you will see the running game. I'm just saying don't be surprised, or if you're a Brevard fan, don't take it as unsportsmanship if you do see throwing and continued aggressiveness by the offense, because this is post-grad football, and this is these guys' shots to get into schools. Lucas Lenhoff looking on the near side, going to loft it up. Boy, he did that off 1 foot, and I know it went out of bounds, but that was he's got a strong arm.
He's got a good arm. He hooked that one up. He really wasn't going to, had no shot of being complete. I think he's just trying to keep his arm warm.
So 3rd down and 9, likely 4-down territory for the Minutemen here with this big lead. Lenhoff going to pitch it now. Littleton goes straight ahead to the 40, to the 35, and he's got the first down. It's a pickup of 12 for Damian Littleton, and Palmetto Prep moves the football yet again.
So when you need a first down, just give it to the steamroller, and he'll get it for you.
The bus. Trying to think what they've done very well on 3rd down today.
They really have. I haven't been keeping track of what their ratio is, but we might have to get better at doing that.
Inside 6 minutes to go. Lenhoff, quick pass. Diarra Suba, I don't think he was quite ready for that one.
Well, he looked like he threw everything into that ball as well. When he lets go, he really lets go.
I'd like to have seen what he did at Myers Park. I know he was one of the top-rated quarterbacks in North Carolina. Nice throw there, and it's caught over on that far side. It'll be first down at the 11-yard line. I want to say Kendall Thorne making the catch.
Is he limping? Looks like he's limping.
Yeah, he does look a little like he's not walking quite right, Lucas Lenhoff.
Something.
So it's not a first and goal. First and 10 at the 11. Littleton trying to get to the outside. He's going to be stood up. It takes a village, folks, and that's exactly what the defense for Brevard did. They brought a village at him. See where they mark it. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. They stood him up and pushed him back, and the whole defensive line was a party there with Littleton. And it looks like it's a throwing down here.
Second down, and we'll call it 11. On the near side, Diarra Suba in the slot. They're going to hand it off. Littleton dancing to the inside the 10. He's down at the 6-yard line. Damian Littleton scored 2 touchdowns in the first game and a touchdown in the second game. He hasn't scratched yet here. Will they go to him on third down here? They're going to call it 3rd and 5, so we'll see. Minutemen are running some clock a little bit here. And nope, play action, and the slant is going to come up a little bit short. Looking for R.J. McDonald, I believe, is on that far side.
Well, now I guess you're down to one more shot.
That was Kendall Thorne on that far side. Apologies. They had an extra lineman in there, Jemias Glenn, one of the defensive linemen they had in at on the offensive line for a moment on that third down play. Christian Dewar is in at running back now. Lucas Lenhoff is going to be taken down. There's a flag down. Did they get there? Did they start a little early?
It looked like he. Well, no, it's on Palmetto.
So turnover on downs. Brevard will go back on offense. 3:28 left to go. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke here with you. 3:28 left to go. 40-9 Palmetto Prep. Brevard getting the football back after a turnover on downs. I believe I see Logan Hackett under center. Gonna hand it off, and it's not gonna work. That was Kirill Bykov.
And as soon as he received that handoff, Bykov was right there.
We haven't talked a lot about him. First real opportunity to. He's from Fort Myers, Florida, linebacker at South Fort Myers. He played in just 19 varsity games, 128 tackles, 26 tackles for a loss in 19 varsity games. Again, these are max prep stats, so, take it somewhat with a grain of salt, but very productive.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Logan Hackett.
And there,
Trouble facing pressure and throws it away. So Palmetto Prep going to go to 2-1 here on the year, Reed, and it's conference games now for the next 2 weeks to wrap up September with the bye week sandwiched in between those games.
You know, this is a good warm-up. They look great in the first half. Not so much in the second half. Mistakes, just some real boneheaded mistakes with the personal fouls. They got to eliminate those, and I'm not quite sure, Chris, if the heat gets to them, they get tired and they just make stupid penalties, but they really look fantastic in the first half.
Yeah, definitely a game of confidence building for the Minutemen. They can go into their next one feeling pretty good about themselves. 3rd and 12 now for Hackett and Brevard. And we got a false start, most likely. Yep. Nope, timeout. Oh. We'll take another timeout. 2:36 left to go in the ball game. 3rd down for Brevard here in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We got a 3rd down and long for the Brevard Tornadoes. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke here with you. 2:36 left to go. 3rd and 12, we'll call it. Hackett getting rid of it, facing some pressure, and it's caught, but going to be well short of the 1st down.
Very nice open field tackle there by Cameron Brown. Just a nice play. He had room to run, but he couldn't get around Cameron Brown with a nice tackle. It's going to keep him in a 4th down situation.
Looks like 2 guys are going to go back now. Xavion Wells and Trey McGahee are both standing around midfield. Again, Joe Powell to kick it away for Brevard. The clock is inside 2 minutes now, so likely the last drive of the game for Palmetto Prep coming up. And again, if you're a Brevard fan and you're not familiar, low snap, look out. Trouble here, and they're going to take them all the way into the end zone. I think they're going to stop the forward progress. So we'll see where they spot it. It's not going to be a safety, though, I don't think.
It doesn't look like it's going to be a safety. It's somewhere maybe around the 3 or 4 yard line. So what do you do here, Chris?
What'd you say?
What do we do here?
Oh, well, we're going to score a touchdown most likely without.
They're going to come back out with Nick Richardson.
Yeah.
Probably try to give him some confidence. He really has not had a good game this game.
Richardson? I don't know, man. He had a 54-yarder to Will Hawkins. That was the first score of the game.
Well, that's true. I forgot about that.
That's all right. That's why I write things down. See? I got the Richardson going to hand it off. Damian Littleton, his touchdown streak continues. He's got his 4th of the year.
I'll tell you, that guy is money. He really is. He's very impressive running back.
46-9. This is one of the better offensive performances for Palmetto Prep.
He's taking advantage of those opportunities they have.
But I was going to say this is one of their better offensive performances we've seen in a couple years. 3 technically, because 2020 was a wash due to COVID. So Minutemen are going to go for 2 with 1:30 left to go. I form, Dewar going to be stopped. But 46-9. So Brevard going to have another crack at getting some offensive work here in their first game of the year. So they'll go to 0-1, their JV. It's been kind of a wash for the whole football program. They got blown away by Shorter yesterday. The Tornadoes, their varsity squad, and today not going much better for the JV.
Yeah, that's like have the coaches will have to bring him back in this week after a long Labor Day weekend, which the boys probably won't get any time off, and they'll really go at it at practice. Makes you the coaches scratch their head to try to find out if they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, and those are tough weekends to come back to a practice.
Brevard, they were picked second in the USA South. That's a Division II conference. Huntington picked to win that. That's down in Alabama. A Shorter, I know, just kind of from my broadcasting background, usually a very good athletic school, Shorter down in Georgia, I believe. But that was a home game for Brevard yesterday, and they lost that one 45-6. This one's 46-9.
Yeah, that's like I said, that doesn't make the coaches happy at all.
That's if you're a broadcaster and you know you got to do that coach's show on Monday. Oh boy, not a lot of fun. Little pooch by Kentrell Jones. Good field position here for Brevard with 1:22 to go.
Well, here's your 2-minute offense. See what Brevard can do. Maybe they can get some type of positive momentum before the game ends, so they can get on that bus and at least think about some good thoughts.
One more time, let's make some noise for your defense.
Lone score today for Brevard. They did get a safety, but their offensive score by Logan Hackett with 2:30 to go in the second quarter. He had a 10-yard touchdown run. He is out of the game now. Cameron Jones is back in at quarterback. We've seen 3 quarterbacks for both teams today. Jones going to throw on the blitz. He got hit, and it's intercepted again. It's Justin Poe. Justin Poe, go home. Touchdown, Palmetto Prep. Wow.
And folks, if you couldn't hear us, we had the family of the Poe family sitting outside the window here really going ballistic for their son. Made a great move on the ball and took it to the house. And they got a bunch of happy family members down here in the stands.
Justin Poe from Reed's hometown. Is it Chapin or Chapin?
It's Chapin.
Chapin.
Yeah, it was the old days of the Harry Chapin. But it's obviously they didn't name the town after Harry Chapin.
I was going to say, is he from there?
It's a lakefront community, a nice, quiet area, although the construction has really taken away from a lot of the rural aspects that it used to have.
Under center now, Lucas Lenhoff, as they go for 2. The pitch is going to go to Littleton, and Littleton will get in. 54-9. And not a small portion of that 54 coming in the last, about a minute and a half as Littleton scored a touchdown. Now Justin Poe, INT. All right, we're going to step aside one more time. We'll have the kickoff here in just a moment. Getting ready for kickoff. Is this the longest post-grad football game ever? It's past 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been a long one today, Chris, but it's been a good one. We're just waiting for the levee to break right now. There's Led Zeppelin in the background before he's kicking this ball.
Let's kick it off, folks. Come on.
I don't know what the delay is here. Maybe the referees like the song.
They're getting paid by the hour. I'm not. Let's go. All right, Kentrell Jones going to be picked up at the 29-yard line and returned to about the 35-yard line.
He got tackled by half of the punt team, but held on to the ball.
54-9. Boy, we've gotten lucky here weather-wise. Folks in Oconee County, not as lucky. It's been raining pretty much all weekend there. But it turned into a beautiful day.
It really has.
So exactly a minute left to go. And again at quarterback, it's Cameron Jones for Brevard. That pass is going to be caught and wrapped up in the backfield. Jordan Roel made the catch.
And Nick Harden was all over him as he caught that ball. Loss of 5.
Second down and 16, it looks like, for Brevard. Another quick out and catch.
Defensive backs are all over these receivers. They haven't been able to gain any type of separation at all today. It's remarkable the quarterback can get that ball completed.
That is a big difference from last weekend where we...
It really has been.
Yeah, that's been the biggest improvement. Pass off the mark with 10 seconds left to go. Can we get the running clock for these last 10 seconds,
well,
maybe?
We can't. We got a flag on the play, of course, so some shenanigans again. But it's holding on the Brevard guys.
So that will back them up.
We got a water bottle on the field, so hopefully the ref sees it before somebody steps on it and hurts their ankle. I guess he's not looking at it. Okay, here he goes. He's going to get that water bottle.
Well, I didn't think the wind was blowing that hard, but...
What's happening? We're going back, now we're going forward.
So fourth down. What should be the last play of the game? Pass is going to be caught. It's going to be shorts. They're going to, come on, don't stop it. There you go. That will do it. Palmetto Prep gets the victory today in big fashion, 54-9. Folks, once again, we'll be with you next Saturday, September 11th, for Georgia Prep conference games, the next couple, all at home. Once again, your score, it's Palmetto Prep 54, Brevard 9. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day.